Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Muralikrishnan from Los Angeles. How is everyone doing out there? It's yet another beautiful and gorgeous and also very pleasant day here in Los Angeles. A little bit of drizzling, and hope everyone is having a beautiful day out there as well in wherever you are and whichever country you are in. Welcome to yet another wonderful episode of a Living Legends series on Artists Beyond Limits. We have been doing this for the past few months right now, and the Living Legends series is only with the legendary performers or artists from Indian arts. I am bringing once in a while, and you all know who we are going to be talking to. We are about to talk to truly self made living legends today. You know, before I bring them in, let me say something. Legends are legends because they are legends, isn't it? And did anyone understand what it means? Yes, legends are not just born, they are made somehow or other. They are really made. They are the result of a unique combination of factors, actions, and qualities that elevate individuals to a status that transcends time and leaves a lasting impact of themselves on the society. So, how are the legends made? There are several factors. One, what makes one a great legend, truly a legend. Exceptional talent or achievement. Legends often being with an extraordinary talent or a remarkable achievement. Those are typically what we all think that made them who they are. This could be not only in music or dance, but of course in any sports or art, science, leadership, politics, or any field where excellence is recognized. Exceptional talent or groundbreaking accomplishments provides the foundation upon which legends are built. Of course, vision and ambition is the next aspect. Legends are typically individuals with a grand vision and unwavering ambition. They set their sights on goals that seem impossible to others and are willing to go to any great lengths or heights to achieve them. It is their, audacity to dream big that sets them apart. And the next aspect I would say is hard work and dedication. Behind every legend, there is an immense amount of hard work and dedication, we all know, that is involved. Legends do not rest on their laurels, but continuously strive to improve and excel in their chosen field. They put in the hours and hours of practice relentlessly and persist even when faced with setbacks. If they get into any kind of setbacks, they still focus on, working very hard through and with the dedication to what they wanted to achieve. And also the fourth aspect, overcoming adversity. Many legends face adversity, hardships, and, many difficulties and challenges along their journey when start to end. It's often how they handle these obstacles that define their legacy. The ability to preserve, adapt, and overcome adversity in a hallmark of legendary individuals. The fifth aspect, I would say, is innovation and originality. Legends are often trailblazers who bring something new and innovative to their field, whether it's a groundbreaking invention, a unique artistic expression, or a fresh perspective on a problem, or in an art field, or in innovation. The originality are key components of legend making. And the sixth aspect, I would say, is definitely consistency. Consistency is a crucial in building a legend. Legends are not one hit wonders, but consistently deliver excellence over an extended period of time. This consistency solidifies their reputation and influence. The next aspect I would say is impact on society. Legends leave a significant and lasting impact on the society. They inspire others, whether they are young or old or the oldest, it doesn't matter. They inspire mostly almost everyone who is around them, shape culture, the cultural values, and influence the way people think and act. Their contributions resonate far beyond their immediate sphere of influence. That is the most important thing. And the eighth aspect, I would say, recognition and endorsement for all their hard work, recognition from peers, experts, and the public often plays a role in legends making, and the media, of course. So whatever the contribution they had done for the society, and their contribution is recognized by others, of course, such as awards sometimes, titles, and endorsements validate their status and contribute to their legendary reputation. That is because of their hard work, because of what they earned. What we talk about them make them a legend as well. Storytelling and mythology is the next aspect. The way the legend's story is told and I would say, mythologized, can enhance their status. So, if for instance today's legends are the Dhananjayans, what we talk about them, about their achievements, and how they live their life, how they dance, how they created, how they produced, how they made the world around them, how they created students. We keep talking about them over and over about their legacy. So all these is because of their individual purest talent. So those kind of narratives, anecdotes, and the legends about the individual can contribute to the mystic and enduring legacy. We talk about their legacy everywhere and anywhere we go, like how I'm doing right now. That is also needed for their hard work. Time and perspective. Legends are often recognized and celebrated long after their time. Their youth, we still talk about it. Their mid-age, we still talk about it. Their, what they did and so forth. It takes time for their impact and significance to become fully apparent. Historical perspective can elevate a figure or event to legendary status. Now that we know what it takes in the creation of a legend, let's talk about our today's legends themselves. You all know whom I'm talking about, right? Yes, the Dhananjayans. Oh my God. When I talk about them, my entire mouth feels sweet. Their legacy is that big and that humongous. Yes, the Dhananjayans, the popular dancing couple of India. So let me talk about Sir a little bit. I know, of course, I don't have to give any introduction to both of them, but for people who might not know, because this live broadcast is for the worldwide. So in case if anyone out there, if they do not know, I have to make sure that they also understand what I'm talking about and who we are really going to be speaking to. VP Dhananjayan Sir and his wife Santa Dhananjayan, um, I call her Akka, are amongst the most accomplished dancers and teachers of Bharatanatyam. On the auspicious day of Vijayadashami, October 18th, 1953, young Dhananjayan Sir was initiated into two art forms, Kathakali and also to Bharatanatyam. Besides graduating in politics and economics, he is a postgraduate in Kathakali from Kalakshetra, Chennai. Dhananjayan Sir was also one of the leading male dancers under Rukmini Devi, who is the founder of Kalakshetra. Dhananjayan Sir always had a flair for poetry and Sanskrit dramas. The people who was, the plays, he was born, Payyanur, was very rich in culture and heritage, such as I think it's, I call it differently. It's Kalaripayattu. I mean, it's a kind of Indian martial art. I think I'm saying it right. And in Tamil, it's kind of Kalari, but in, Malayalam, Kalaripayattu, and it's a martial arts. And also Kathakali, the classical dance theater. That's one of my favorite art forms. And also Theyyam, the ritual folk art form. He acted in his father's plays. So he comes from the artist family, father's plays, and grew up seeing his father and other relatives travel from one village to another during school vacations, performing along the way. Fortunate to be discovered by Chandru Panikar sir for his talent, Dhananjayan sir moved to Kalakshetra, where he spent the next 15 years of his life learning these art forms. The discipline and dedication, which later reflected to his performances and productions, were instilled within the walls of this institution. His flair for academics and arts was equally well utilized, and he was a principal in organizing and executing production tours. He was given the scholarship to study at Kalakshetra, where the rigorous of his, education, the way of life prepared him to meet the challenges of life of a dancer. In many ways, this is, such a beautiful journey, I would say, for him. And Dhananjayan sir always says, I am the person I am because of that institution, that kind of love and affection he has for Kalakshetra. Isn't that beautiful? And now I also have to tell you all about Shanta Akka, Shanta Dhananjayan, and born in 12th August 1943 to a well-to-do Indian family in Malaysia. Shanta Dhananjayanaka had been showing an ardent passion towards dance from the tender age of 3. She was a baby girl. And we probably are not even started talking or walking. And she showed the love for the dance at the age of 3. Walking into the campus of Kalakshetra as young as 8, Shanta Akka, a child prodigy, had an inborn response to dance and joy of movement. With Rukmini Devi as a mentor and Chandru Panikar as the guru, she was an outstanding student in Bharatanatyam as well as in music. She has such a beautiful voice. Holding a postgraduate diploma with a distinction in Bharatanatyam, she has also learned Kathakali and Carnatic music in Kalakshetra. The match made in heaven, I would say, was a matrimony realized at Kalakshetra for both of them. A partner on stage became also a partner for life, was a dream come true for Shanta Akka and Dhananjayans sir. And isn't that beautiful? It's a beautiful love story. They stepped into a life dedicated to dance in the staff quarters of Kalakshetra campus, where both of them served as faculty. There is never a moment that passed without Akka and Master stating, wherever we are today, it is because of Rukmini Devi and Guru Chandru Panikar sir. They always say that. A performer, a singer, a teacher par excellence. Shanta Akka is the perfect balance to this legendary institution, instilling in her students the core values that shape not just an artist but a better human being as well. Without further ado, let us put our hands together and welcome Dhananjay Master and Shanta Dhananjay Akka on Living Legends World Stage now. So please, please, please join me. And this is the moment we were all looking forward for a while. And let us welcome both of them together on World Stage. Hello, sir. Hello, Akka. It's so beautiful to see both of you on this world stage today. I have a blessed day to see both of you with me on this beautiful screen. Thank you so much for joining, and please welcome to the legendary Living Legend series.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to see you after almost 35, 38 years later.
Yes. When you used to participate in our program, you have sang for our program, Radha Madhava and all that. Yeah.
Yes, I was with you for a very short while, at least 1 or 2 years, I remember. And after that, I got married and came to United States, and everything went kaboom.
Good. Yes.
You know what? You never changed a bit, both of you, and it's a God's grace. And first of all, a happy 80th birthday to Shanta Akka. She just recently celebrated, and I'm very, very happy. Also, in the week of Onam, see, I'm wearing the Kerala sari today. I really wanted to come in Kerala sari to surprise you both. It is really, really beautiful to see both of you on this stage today, and I'm very, very glad that you both are able to accept my request and be with us and to show your love for our audience worldwide.
Thank you for inviting us. We are looking forward to this great meet.
Yes.
Awesome. So before we start, sir, do you want to say a few words for our audience? And they are all looking forward to say hello to you and listen to both of you what you are going to be talking to them. So I will give you a minute for both of you to say a few words to our audience before we start with our questions.
Okay. Oh, we have a lot of questions prepared.
Yes, I brought up with so many, and I asked also your students and my students and the worldwide audience, okay, what is that you all wanted to know to ask our sir and Akka? So we have quite a bit of questions. So, please go ahead and talk to them.
To begin with, let me say art and culture are the live wire of any human beings. Without art and culture, human beings are just animals. but art keep the culture alive and it carries forward. So that's how we carry forward our Bharatiya Samskriti, our culture, through our art, performing art. So the experience we are going to share with you some of our great experience after establishing our own academy, Bharata Kalanjali in Chennai, after leaving Kalakshetra. And that's a great experience. We have to go through so many audience and also good things, meeting a lot of great people and all that. That's what we are going to share with you. And depending upon what questions you are going to
Yeah.
ask.
As you ask us questions, I'm sure we'll be able to give you more information, right?
And
Of
great.
course. Yeah, of course, of course.
So,
Yes, we are all ready to ask you as many questions. It's all about dance and your legacy and your journey and your childhood, of course, and both of yours, how you came along and what made you legend today in our country. And our country is very, very, very proud to have both of you as a legendary, couple together, from your childhood till today. And, this is a wonderful experience for the country itself. So let me start with my questions now. And most of the questions are, curated by several of them asked. So I'm being only a tool to bring these questions out there. So my very first question is, why did you leave Kalakshetra and established Bharata Kalanjali? And you both would have been the ideal people to run this institution founded by Rukmini Devi. And so you are, I don't want to typically go, okay, what is your siblings, when did you start? And I read briefly about it. So I wanted to go straight into the questions like people, what they wanted to know. So that's your first question for both of you.
Yes, as you rightly said, Kalakshetra made us what we are today. Definitely, we had no intention to leave Kalakshetra, but the situations were forced us to leave, and we had an opportunity to go back when the institution was taken over by government. We were asked whether they could come back, but unfortunately, many of our colleagues there didn't want us there, so we opted to be offline and continue with our work through Bharata Kalanjali. That's it.
Very, very
Short.
beautifully said. Okay, okay. And after establishing a Bharata Kalanjali, did you make any changes in the Kalakshetra tradition or the style? What were your missions and contributions to bring new life to the existing method of presentation of Bharata Kalanjali?
Yes. Coming out of Kalakshetra, I think we had the independence and we to show our own creativity and make our contributions to enhance the methodology, the tradition, repertoire, all that. So we had that freedom since we are having our own. If it remained in Kalakshetra, we would have been very restricted to or do anything creative because we had to give the respect of Rukmini Devi's creativity. So it gave us an opportunity to serve the world and also propagate the Kalakshetra tradition throughout the world. I think probably we are the first one to propagate and Kalakshetra legacy throughout the world because we have been performing a lot. After establishing Bharata Kalanjali, we got opportunities. And through our Bharata Kalanjali performances and our performances, we popularized the Kalakshetra style, which is now prevalent all over the world, globally.
Very, very
Also,
beautifully said. Yeah. Okay, Akka?
we have received a lot of opportunities to work with other legendaries, other art forms like ballet company from Ohio, United States, and then with Pandit Ravi Shankar, and Jacques Gamboa from New York, and we did several works with other forms and other great artists. So it just opened up our sensitivity. It
Vision.
just the vision was wonderful for us. Yeah, I think we are very lucky to be, to be invited and to be there to share other people's art forms also.
Very, very beautifully said. Wonderful, wonderful. And have you met any kind of challenge or faced any criticism or appreciation? If you wanted to share, by doing this.
I think we've had more appreciation.
And
Once in a while, probably they would say something.
criticism was
small.
also there.
Yeah.
When we left Kalakshetra and started Bharataklaanjali, we introduced a lot of new repertoire in Bharatanatyam. At that time, we were criticized initially, but that all criticism died very after when they all accepted our new creativity for the new generation of Rasikas.
Definitely, definitely. I would completely agree with that as well. And, one thing I wondered always, I mean, I was a very little girl when I was singing for you. I was 16 or 17, mid-teenager. So I was too scared to ask, even that time you both were legendary dancers. So now that you are on my show, I can ask you this question because it's also asked by several. Being a male dancer, this question is for Dhananjayans sir. Being a male dancer, did you face any kind of difficulty in getting like a recognition? Because, Bharatanatyam is a feminine art, mostly it was expressed as a feminine art in those days. And then did you face any difficulty in getting the recognition or, in the female domain of Bharatanatyam? I mean, if this question is wrong, you don't have to answer.
Absolutely correct. Very correct. Because as long as I remained in Kalakshetra, the people accepted male dancers because Rukmini Devi never believed in giving male roles to females. At that time, it was like that. But he wanted all male dancers dance like a man. And with the Kathakali training, we had that masculine aspect emphasized, the Tandava aspect emphasized. So, after leaving Kalakshetra, while I was in Kalakshetra, I asked some people whether we could come out and establish. I had prompt replies from some of the government officials says, no, there is no life for male dancers outside Kalakshetra. That's the answer I got. But that was a challenge for me. So I wanted to create big chances for male dancers. So when I came out, initially a lot of opposition was there because they didn't appreciate when we approached to the Sabas and all that, who will watch our male dancer? That was the answer I got. But I made all those who said like that, I made them watch my dance and accepted me and got a lot of recognition as a male dancer. So that was a really challenge. And I took it on a stride and made it a great success. And I paid a great path for the male dancers to follow me. I think I always say I'm a trendsetter, heartbreaker, and make a lot of an inspiration for male boys to come and take up Natyam as their career.
Now you have many male dancers. So there you see that it's no more a taboo and there's no problem at all in this aspect.
To make Natyam a profession, it was very difficult, and the parents didn't allow the male dancers, talented male dancers, to pursue career in dance. But after looking at me and my success, I think they also got inspiration, and then many good male dancers have
Turned out.
turned out.
Amazing, amazing. Actually, I would say it's 1,000%, not 100%. Like 1,000% true. How many young boys and how many young talented boy dancers like in the world right now. I know I would say that you were a trendsetter, because before notice it like typically Bharatanatyam was a feminine art form. Even in the temples and all, when you go and see most of the temples, even like 2,000 years ago, whenever the temple was built, whenever they created a sculpture.
Nataraja.
Yes, Nataraja himself was a dancer. Exactly. Yes, I was going to say that, and you took my. I was going to say that, but it was there in our culture. It was always there in our culture. But for some reason, as parents, like when the parents see the boys going towards dancing, there is always a fear. You know what? Why can't you become a doctor? Why can't you become a engineer? And you definitely said it very correctly, like 1,000% truth, that you were a trendsetter. After you, there were lots and lots of boys came out, and and until they are dancing, it's beautiful to see. And the credit fully goes, at least I would say the 95% to 99% of the credit only goes to you, sir. That's
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank you.
Can I add something there? There was also the stigma about becoming effeminate. That was a big point those days. Now it doesn't happen now. There's nothing of that sort. But it was a problem then. So that was one of the reasons that boys were not kind of encouraged to pursue dance, I think.
Wow, that's something I learned today. Wow, that's very true. Male dancers seem to prefer, usually female-oriented repertoire rather than the male-oriented ones. Even good male dancers, prefer learning from woman teachers. And I don't know why is this. Also, you have set an example, as you mentioned, very rightly mentioned, for dance like a man, like a dance like a man. As Akka said, that the Nataraja, he is a male and he danced. I mean, danced like a male man and built up a very successful career. In fact, you have paved the way, as you said, for male dancers to stride on to and inspired many young boys or, like adult boys to take up Bharatanatyam as their profession. So, why, as I mentioned earlier, why is the male dancers also prefer to learn under the female teachers instead of male teachers? I still don't.
I would say that there is Lasya and Tandava in everybody. You can always come out with Lasya and Tandava, whether you are a man or a woman. That speciality is there in dance.
We have to act, and acting can act like a woman, and female can act like a man also. But unfortunately, I had set a trend that there is a repertoire for male dancers and male. I would prefer my boys to do more of male-oriented items. Unfortunately, the recent past, some of the good male dancers also prefer to do some female items, thinking that only those emotions are only in women. Men also can have emotions. There are so many, because I have established, people have seen me doing all such bhakti oriented, in which I incorporate Lasya also, and I have been very successful as a male dancer and accepted. But today's world, many male dancers, I don't know, though they are very manly, they prefer to do the female abhinaya and learn the female-oriented items that is more there. But they think, probably, I don't know, they think there is not enough male-oriented songs available. There are 17 songs available for expressing manliness. Because I have shown it. So I don't know why They are not emulated that spirit from my delineation, my presentations. People often ask me sometimes, yes, there are a lot of male dancers, very good male dancers, but they're not like you. But you are something very different. Oh, because your items are very male oriented, and we appreciate. You're more communicative than the present day male dancers. That's I have to tell that myself. That's the comment that we often get from the audience. So the male dancers need not resort to the female oriented songs or themes like that to show more sensitive expressions.
Right. Yeah, that's very true.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow, amazingly expressed. Yeah, I mean, even today in Kathakali, I mean, last time when I went to Kerala, I saw, like, I mean, male dancers put a costume of females, and they still maintain that. I mean, there will be a male dancer, but there is a female dancer.
You're absolutely right. Yes.
Yeah.
Most of the Kathakali dancers are very manly, but when they come on the stage, they do the feminine aspect, very characters, very effectively. Yes, you're right.
Beautiful, very nice, very well said. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Akka, for both of them. And even though few of them from Kalakshetra have lucrative career in Bharatanatyam, people still come and they don't measuring up to your masculine expressive quality, are not able to be as communicative as you are. That is always there. So any words about that?
I can't say for myself, because I want to say.
It's okay. I mean, I don't want to put you in a. I mean, that definitely. I mean, especially when you both dance together. Especially when I Radha Madhavam and all, like I used to sing when I was in India. You both were literally the love couple on stage. We all looked at you as Krishna as Krishna and Radha as Radha, and I used to get goosebumps the entire show. The male dancer as a male and the female dancer as female, and the combination of both, it was unexpressible. That is something you always had. But it's okay. I'll pass that question. Let me go to the next one. In the great Vaijayanti Mala Bali often said, I even read it somewhere, that Shanta Dhananjayans is her favorite Bharatanatyam artist.
Today, Times of India, there is an article, an interview between Shanta and Vaijayantimala today.
Oh, is that right? Oh my God, I would love to see that. If you can take a picture later on, share it with me. I wanted to post it in the same post so people can also see it. That's beautiful. Yeah, I know. She always says that you are her favorite, dancer. So any comments on that? This question is for Shantaka.
The comparison is, I've turned 80 and she has turned 90.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing. Wow.
She's an amazing artist. At 90, she's vibrant. Just, dancing and singing and
getting a comment like that from her, a great legend. It's a great honor for her as well as for me, of course.
Definitely. This is, I mean, you yourself, both of you are legends, and especially Shantaka, for you to get, somebody older than you, and, that is an amazing, a compliment and a blessing, I would say. I mean, that's how much you have achieved, and that's really wonderful to know. And I wanted to really have a copy of that little, if you can take a picture and post it later on. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, and also without any financial background, I know that, like how you also, like when your young age, in your 30s and 40s, when I was a teenager, without any financial background or a governmental support, how did you manage to cut across barriers of, nepotism and, like regionalism and politics and etc. etc. So we would like to know about it.
It's a very sensitive question. Um, yes, without our hard work, I shall tell you, discipline, devotion, and dedication. The three Ds are the formula for success for anybody. So that in our life we have found out. We are very disciplined and very devoted to our art and dedicated to the work that we have undertaken. So it all came, I think, Almighty's blessings. It all came on its own, and we didn't have to look for it or knock at anybody's door for any help. But it so happened because of the good foundation we had from Kalakshetra, we are able we were able to build our career so well without any. There are a lot of difficulties, but we shared it. Our the success is both of us think alike, and both of us are complement to each other. So that joint work has made us to be what we are today. So we didn't look for any awards or rewards or anything. We just kept dedicating to our art was the prominent. We kept our art before, we stayed as a shadow. So art promoted us. With most devotion, we promoted the art of our Bharatiya Samskriti and Bharatanatyam. And then that Natyam promoted us to this level. So that is total dedication. It is
Beautifully said. Very beautiful. I mean, you both are power couple, of course.
I always say to our students and to publicly, always say, please don't use the art to project your vyaktittvam, your individuality, yourself. But that is selfish. But promote the art, and art will promote you. That's the advice I always give. Art is more important, and with 100% more than that, you have to keep yourself engaged in bettering the art, and also propagate, preserve, and promulgate our Bharatiya Samskriti, which is the greatest samskaram in the whole world, I would say. Bharatiya Samskriti is absolutely. That's
very,
right.
very beautifully said.
The only one country in the world is, our country's name is Bharatam, and our samskara is Bharatiya Samskriti, Sanatana Dharmam, and we all practice Bharatanatyam. It's only country.
How beautifully it's said. That's true. That's true. Very, very beautifully said. Thank you for sharing your thought on that, sir. And also, production, one after another performances. And I mean, since you're saying Bharat, I'm going to use also, Bharat and abroad, instead of saying India. I mean, that's the right word, like I would say, like how how did you manage all this, especially not only in your youth, even till now? So, production after production. So how do you manage all that, and any words on that?
There was a lot of help and support from our family, especially my parents and his relatives. They were all there. They would come whenever we needed them. My parents were with me, so to have two kids and to take care of them, they were there behind, organizing everything for us. So I think we are one of those very lucky families to have such a supportive system, and that's how we were able to concentrate a lot on our work. The kids were being taken care of. Of course, we would, we are there, but then it gave us a lot of time to concentrate and work. And especially when it came to traveling, it really helped us a lot. I think we are one of those very, very lucky uh, couple
Couple.
artists who had this great support.
Very,
When
very
I got
beautifully said. Yes.
Opportunities came on its own. Somewhere, God's grace, we got invitations to collaborate with foreign companies, ballet companies, and like that, and even getting a great chance to choreograph for Pandit Ravi Shankar's magnum opus,
And
Dhananjayans, the Broken Branch, and he
several
invited us.
festivals of India were organized by the government of India. We had to travel to far eastern places and to countries and to like the USSR then and to the African nations. So those were all great opportunities that we received from the government, also from the government of India.
Public support, we had a lot of public support. That was the Rasikas were our valuable customers.
Very, very beautiful to hear that. Very beautiful.
And
Yeah.
it's amazing that we could do so much of foreign collaborations, which brought us fame and also name and money also, of course. Most of our earnings were foreign tours, and here we don't have that much of funds. The dancer, the Natya system don't get much funding. But when we travel abroad, we really get professional fees, and that funding again we reinvested in producing some good productions, which has been successful, very successful. And when we do one production, it goes on for a number of
Yes.
years. That's the so. Our name and our liberal view of world dance, we collaborated with ballet dancers, modern dancers, and like as I said, Pandit Ravi Shankar's musical opera, he invited us. That's all came on its own, and it's, thanks to God for getting those opportunities to work with such great people like Pandit Ravi Shankar, Jacques Gamboa of American ballet, and Heinz Paul of Bohemian Ballet, where we did Jungle Book, which is a big eye opener for the Westerners. Usually, people think Bharatanatyam means they are solo and they cannot be a big group dancers, except for Kalakshetra group productions that is confined to Kalakshetra walls. But when we broke those walls and we started interacting with the international companies and made believe that our art can be like we can bring in Broadway shows and things like that. We broke that taboo that we are solo dancers. Bharatanatyam means solo dance. Kathak means solo dance. No, a lot of group productions we did, and especially the Jungle Book that we did with Ohio Ballet in America, that went on for 200 shows, and that brought us also a big award from the Ohio State as the best production of the year when we produced it.
Wow.
And
Wow.
competing with some of the Broadway shows, Western ballet companies. So that's all great work that we contributed to the promotion of our Bharatiya Kala, Bharatiya art. It's all go back to the fame of our country, Bharat.
I have to say
Huh?
something here that, of course, we were busy as performers. At the same time, we were also imparting training as teachers. We were having a lot of students around the world. And one of the very important
Milestone.
milestone, I would say, is conducting the Gurukulam at Virginia, at Sachidananda Ashram in Virginia.
Yogaville.
And it's called Yogaville. And for almost 25 years, non-stop, we conducted every year, and that gave us a lot of experience and understanding of students around the world. Now we had not only students from the United States, there were other people coming from other countries coming there to the Yogaville, and
That was a very big eye opener for the immigrant people and community in America.
I remember it very well, long time ago. Several of my students, my vocal students, who are also dancers, learning dance from other teachers, they used to go for your, Gurukulam, during the summertime. They say, I'm taking summer off, auntie. I say, why do you do that? Oh, we are going to Dhananjay sir, Shanta Akka's, Gurukulam. I said, please go, and this is an opportunity. So I encourage several of them also like that. That's one of the beautiful ones. Students enjoyed it.
in every sense, it was a Gurukulam because we all lived together, and they were there 24 hours.
We were there 24 hours
They
for
were
the two
there.
students to learn.
We learned, we shared everything with them, we lived with them, we ate with them. So it was a
Played
one
with
big family, one big family.
That camp has given an impetus for all the Indian diaspora, Bharatiya diaspora teachers in America, and that was a very big trend-setting event that happened in Virginia between 1988 to 2013. 25 years of, and that changed the scenario there because our ABCD, they used to call American born confused Desis, they all become confirmed
they won't accept it when we say it.
cultured Desis.
Culture.
That
There you go. They changed it like that. That's what I was going to say, but Akka knows about it.
Now you see so many fine artists in the United States, those who are born and brought up there, but doing beautiful work, whether it is dance or music, everywhere. Absolutely cultured, I would say. Sometimes I would
that
even
was the beginning.
compare.
The Yogaville camp was the beginning.
I would even compare them to a better artist sometimes when you compare it with our own children right now. Honestly, they are wonderful. We found the standard so good now.
Yeah, so it's all like you both and people like you put a seed so that people like us, when we came here, we have to keep our culture so safe and so secure. We don't want them to be confused but cultured. In that ABCD, the C we try to modulate so much.
Definitely, we are very proud to say that our contribution to American immigrant talents is immense. Bold is I can tell.
I will say that I will definitely say that it's a 200% true. And my next question to both of you is the social media recently acclaimed that you both deserve the highest honor of our country. So what is your thought about that?
Padma Bhushan we have got, and if the public wishes like that, probably the time will come.
You will. So yeah, I mean that was one of the in the comments so we read about it.
Nice to hear that from social media. That means our work has been appreciated by everybody in the world. Thank you.
Of course. And then the Indian diaspora in the US, owe a great deal to you both. Of course, you have done so much, both for inculcating our art and culture with awareness of good classical standards among the immigrants as well as Americans here. And of course you started 25 years. What thought process, how did you think that we have to do this one to a different country, people Indians living in a different country, not only in India? So how did that idea come originally, before you started?
We always had that our people who are migrants, they should be given importance, they should be given due respect, and they should be given our culture So that's the idea with which we started, of course, when we get opportunities to travel. In fact, one incident I should say, in 1976, we were invited by the New York State Education Department to come and talk to their children in the nook and corner of New York State and tell them about the Bharatiya Samskriti culture, Indian culture. So that gave us a lot of ideas that how we can, at that time that not many immigrants were there, but that gave us an idea that we should give that contribution to whoever goes to America and establish there for their career. We should give them the opportunity, and it's our duty to give them our culture, and then not the children. Children should not think that India is a poor country. That they like that, and our culture is so big. We have to make them realize that
It's not poor. We made the Chandrayaan go up there also.
That's what it, in those days children used to say that what is this dirty and all that. When they came to Yogaville camp, they came with a different idea, but we changed their that, and in turn, those children also went and propagated the greatness of Bharatiya Samskriti. That's what,
Definitely, yeah, I would completely agree with that one. And also, you have also trained numerous, not only dancers, numerous vocalists. Actually, I would say out loud in the public that I was one of them when I was in India. Especially when I did the Radha Madhavam. Like we did several shows, and I know exactly. I still. Remember, some of the Ashtapatis, some of the songs that I learned in my concert. Sometimes I even sing one of those, during the end of the concerts and all, like how many, vocalists you trained, also several accompanying artists, like a mridangist and a veena players, a flutist and violinist, several accompanying artists for, for Natyam, introducing them to the Bharatanatyam dancers settled in the US and also to the other parts of the world, as Natyacharyas. Any few words about that? How do you feel? That is the greatest accomplishment, I would say.
See, we have trained a galaxy of musicians for singing for Bharatanatyam, like Babu Parmeshwar and all that. We introduced Babu and many of our artists to America, and they are still having a lucrative career in the USA. Especially Babu, of course, he is doing a lot of work in California. So we are proud that our product, the alumni of Bhartakalanjali, are spreading all over the world. And what other thing that you can add to what I say? But did you ask me what?
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Like, what is your feeling? I mean, it is definitely a legendary work. You created so many people and sent
Many
them.
of our musicians and our dancers
We are
whom
still
we train.
continuing. Yeah, still
Yes, yes, that's true. That's true. Yeah, very
Many of
true.
our musicians are every summer. You know how our exodus of people, musicians come there. Sometimes we don't get them here. They are all performing there for
out
many
of the
of our
country. Yeah,
country.
they are traveling around, which is good.
Very
They
good.
get
We
a lot of
appreciate
opportunities. Fame, very good. Very happy. That we
Yes.
also there to contribute to their success. So happy.
Awesome. That's I'm very happy to hear that. People still talk about your Jungle Book production in collaborating with the Ohio, ballet company. Can you please tell us a little? I know you briefly, like for a few seconds, you said. Can you elaborate about that production, please?
Well, it is the cultural Cleveland Cultural Alliance,
Yeah.
started by
CCA.
Uma Ganeshan. She actually Uma Ganeshan wanted to break the wrong notion that our Natyam cannot be put as ballet or anything like that. So it was her idea to bring groups and work with local people and propagate the greatness of our art. That's how she collaborate with ballet dancer, classical ballet dancer. So she was in Cleveland. So she approached some of the organizations, Cuyahoga and University, Cleveland University, and all that. And they somehow she made them agree to do something very collaborative. That's how they got in touch with the Ohio Ballet, and Dr. Paul Hines was the director of choreographer for that. And after the great discussions, great persuasion, we were able to come together, and we decided Jungle Book will be a very common theme. Otherwise, always the Mahabharata, Krishna, Rama, all the Hindu mythology and epics are given, but they wanted to show that it is not just Krishna Rama, but other anything can, social things can also be brought into our fold. That's how it all started, and it took about 2 years for us to conceive and choreograph and present it. Okay, and this man, Dr. Heinz Paul, has a very hard nut to crack because he has a fastidious ballet classical idiot. He thought there's nothing beyond ballet, but we broke that. And then made possible that we can come together and we can produce something very massive like a Broadway show. And that became a big hit, not only in America, but around the world. It is a big experience working with great ballet dancers, ballet masters. And finally, when we started working, they were very apprehensive. But when we started working together, they thought Bharatanatyam has, our Bharatiya Natyam has so much to offer to the Western world. That's how it all started. And this production got, as I said earlier, I think, the best production of the year, competing with the ballet companies of Ohio State and all that. So that brought a great honor for our country as such.
Beautiful,
So that's how
beautiful, beautiful. Very, very happy to hear that. That's really amazing. And also, Pandit Ravishankarji, how did Pandit Ravishankarji brought you into his magnum opus musical theater? That is another greatest work you have done, in your career.
The one incident clicked for it. In 1976, we were invited to London Sanskrit Festival, and he came for our program in Elizabeth Hall in London. That was the first time we are coming close to. He came to my green room in Elizabeth Hall in London and said, "Oh, you are great. I want to work with you." That's what he exactly first said. He looked like my brother.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
You remind me of my brother, the great Uday Shankar.
I want to work with you. That's what it's a bolt from the blue. Great person talking like that. That after so many years, it so happened his wife Sukanya, our student too, and made us more closer. And when he wanted to do a magnum opus of his musical theater, he wanted something. So he immediately thought of us and invited us to collaborate and work with him. And it was a wonderful experience.
Beautiful, beautiful. Very happy to hear that. Of course, I mean, he is
also guys in European countries, because there also it was produced by the Birmingham Touring Opera, and it was toured all over UK, and people thought this is something great that we could.
We also had a tour in India, in the major cities. Yes.
We had about 20 shows and that
artists like Ronu Mazumdar, what's his name?
Pandit Ramesh Mishra, all great musicians of
Mohan,
Vishnu Mohan,
Vishnu Mohan, but
they were all in the troupe.
Asit Desai.
Asid, yeah.
all-
So we were all working together as a group, and absolutely with so much of discipline, and so much of affection from Pandit Ji. We worked like one family. There was not a day there is any clash between artists. Usually, when big artists work, there may be some difference of opinion. Nothing of that sort. We worked like a wonderful team, and this show went on for 200 days. 200 shows we did, and some in UK.
Wow,
So
that's really, really, that's amazing. Beautiful, beautiful. Very happy to hear that. And that's really amazing. And now you are into commercial models for advertisements, of products and acting in feature films, Tamil and Malayalam, of course. We heard you were featured in a Hollywood Paramount picture also in I think it's a while ago, 1974, right? How was that acting experience?
73, 74, we had an opportunity to work with
Columbia.
that is
Paramount
Paramount
Pictures.
Pictures. That is Mr. What was his name? Herbert Coleman, associate of Albert Hitchcock. He came to India and he selected us to dance in his movie. But unfortunately, that movie didn't come out.
Didn't see the light of day for some reason. Something happened.
Yeah, when I was researching about you, I kind of read about it. I was like, you know what? I have to ask them about it.
Anyway,
Oh, it's not released yet. Okay.
Then later on, of course, I had acted in one Tamil movie, Kansivirndal, one show from North. But recently, of course, that all brought to us to a commercial world.
It
Suddenly happened.
It's amazing. I mean, you should. I mean, you both are handsome and beautiful couple, and you should be acting. And that is wonderful.
Company.
And we became board of a company, and Vodafone couple. Now
Of
we are
course. I know you both are power couples, so you must be.
After that Vodafone experience, we had a lot of other commercials coming in. Even last week we had some invitations, but we are very choosy about it. And that brought us to some films also. That Shanta has acted in two Tamil movies. One is Rajiv Menon's Sarvam Talamayam. She had a role with Naduvudi Venu.
Sarvanta, I watched the movie. How did I miss you? I watched that movie. Oh, she's there. Okay.
Nedumani Venu, yeah.
And
But my role is not very prominent, but it is there. I'm there.
anyway,
Of course, in that movie, I mean, if you are not there, then I will be surprised. I will go watch it again to find it out.
recently a Tamil movie has come out. Last month it was released, and you can watch it. It's called Aniti.
Aniti, which
It's
is
a-
injustice.
And my role in my upcoming movie, Dhruva Nakshatram, by one of the leading directors, Gautam Vasudevans, Dhruva Nakshatram. I'm acting like an ex-president of India.
Amazing. Beautiful. I will definitely watch that. That's amazing to know. I'm very, very glad
So
to know.
that's a different experience from Bharatanatyam to celluloid world.
But
It
it's
is
nice and
very
interesting.
good experience.
Yeah.
Not many of our colleagues have these kind of chances
No, more than a chance, the acceptance of, at this,
Yeah,
at this age and at this legendary, after so much of legendary work, the acceptance of doing it itself is amazing. That's what I say, that you are power couple, not only power couple, and you have the youthful mentality to accept to do things like this. That's what is amazing.
yes. I'm open to all that. Experiment.
I much able to enjoy
Any work,
experience, I think.
yes.
That way, I think we were ready to do that.
Awesome, awesome.
As I'm still learning, though. My Bharatanatyam helps me, but there's still more to learn as a movie artist. As in drama or in movie, there are other things that you learn about. It's really challenging.
There you are. There you are. I mean, a constant, always a
Yes.
young learner. It doesn't matter. Yes.
This makes you
Feel.
feel and understand,
That we
realize
have a lot to
that
learn.
there is much more to learn in this world. Learning process, it goes on and on and on. It's like music. You hear beautiful music, you enjoy, one more, where it doesn't end. It just goes on like that. I think throughout your life, there's something beautiful that to experience, isn't it?
Music
Very,
is
very, very beautiful to hear that. Yeah.
music is the center of the life.
It's really, really beautiful to hear, like, both of you saying that. And also, my question is, like, you have an honorary doctorate, right, recently, the DLIT, and given by Dr. Abdul Kalam ji, from Wales University and Chennai. I wanted to hear a little bit. I mean, this is beautiful
This
honor. Yeah.
very interesting. This came out of the blue. Got the lit. And when Abdul Kalam became the president of our Rashtrapati, we were the first artists to meet him in Raj Bhavan, Gindi. And ever since I have been thinking any award I should receive from his hand. Unfortunately, the Padma Bhushan we couldn't get. When we got Padma Bhushan, by then he has retired. But I was very disappointed. I wanted to get something from his hand, such a great man. It so happened, suddenly the Wales University said, we are going to give you this DLIT, and it will be given by none other than Dr. Kalam. So I was so happy. That is the biggest event in life, biggest honor to get that.
That's amazing. Another round of applause, people, if you guys are watching, and this is really amazing. You know what? That's beautiful.
Padma Bhushan, I should have got it from him, but that missed, but I got it.
There you are. There you are. Doctorate. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Very, very happy to know that. And also, Garland Rajagopal, IAS, in his book mentions that the Dhananjayans' contribution to popularize Bharatanatyam globally could be equated to Pandit Ravi Shankar's contribution to Bharatiya Sangeetam globally. So, any comments on that? I mean, that's the greatest honor, for him to mention that.
Gopal is a great writer. He has written a lot of books, and he has mentioned this. I was so touched by his comment. That's all I can comment. It's great. God is great.
Okay, and also I muted myself. Sorry, it was my side. And also, I would say there are so many honors and awards, national and international awards and titles you have won. And I know, and this question might say that, what, every single one, of course. But I wanted anything specific that you cherish the most. And what do you want to say about that? Which award is your specific one?
All the awards are cherishable, and we respect, and the awards are very good. we welcome and we accept everything with a humble heart. Very, it is most very sensitive thing. Since one I have to mention here is when Pandit Ravi Shankar was to be honored with the World Peace Award by Chinmay Foundation in America, he opted to give it to us and recommended the organization to give that award to us when we were visiting America. So we, on behalf, we were surprised to get that award from Chinmay Foundation America, and then announced it was to be given to Pandit Ji, but Pandit Ji opted to give it to us, and that's something very, very, yes, something very great. We cherish that award.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm very happy to hear that. And also, you have written a few books on the subject of Natya. And any book on both of your life journey or any particular?
Well, one of our senior students, Tulsi Badrinath, has written a very beautiful book, Master of Dance, Master of Arts, yes, which also got an award as the best book of the year from Times of India, I think. So that brings out a lot of our life's journey, artistic journey. So that's it.
You have written.
I have written a couple of books on the subjects, yes, and many of our my lecture demonstrations are compiled into a book called Beyond Art and Performance. So they're all bestseller books available now. I don't know, it may be out of stock, but this book, Master of Art, is available on Amazon. Tulsi Badrinath, she's also a novelist. She has come from
very beautiful to hear that. I will definitely go check it out, and then okay, I will definitely check it out. And also,
yeah, you're muted.
oh, sorry. Okay. No, I will also definitely check it out about the book, and then I'll post it in the same link so that people can also watch about it. And also, you have so many.
There is another book compiled by some of our, actually my son Satyajit and Anupama and some of their friends. They brought it off stage. It's a very unique book called Off Stage. It's a very unique book with cartoons and
illustrations.
Illustrations.
Very,
that's
very
on us.
different.
On some of our experiences or incidents in life.
Wow, that's really beautiful. Okay, I will go check it out too. That's amazing. Amazing. Wow, that's beautiful. And also, you have so many. Yes, Akka.
Off stage.
Off stage, okay. Off stage, okay. I will definitely check that out. And also, like I wanted to find out, you have so many great achievements, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, or even thousands of them. And any, it's very awkward, but any failures that you had faced on your journey, any regrets that you might have, any unfulfilled mission that you would like to mention about?
We started a very big institution in Kerala, North Kerala, a big contribution. We thought we can do that contribution to Kerala, but that was a failure. After 10 years of successful running, we have to close it.
Why? What happened? Due to COVID time or?
No. COVID, nothing to do with it. It's local politics and things like that. I don't want to elaborate. It is local politics, I should say. Kerala.
There were people who are very jealous about the idea of a successful institution. So they were trying to give us a lot of trouble.
In fact, you asked Yesterday we were talking, Shanta was talking about it. Now you asked me about
Wow.
that.
I mean, what a telepathy, isn't it?
I told him yesterday, one and only
Failure.
disappointment and failure in our life was this. I just told him yesterday, and you're asking me this question today.
Wow. What can anybody do to bring it back?
Now it is too late to bring it out because it is now we have given it to a engineering college. The whole
The whole
arena
campus
is there, very beautiful campus with a very
on a hillock.
Yes, Bhaskara, Bharati Kala Samsarika Rangam. In short, Bhaskara is the name. It is there like a monument, and it's engineering college is happening there. MBA college is going there successfully.
Oh,
Campus
okay.
is there.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then now we have moved from our old campus to a new campus in Adayar. It's a big campus where we have a big theater where we are having programs, and we are trying to develop that into a big arena for performing arts. Yes.
Awesome. So it doesn't matter. It didn't happen in Kerala, but still you're doing it in India, in Chennai, and it's Chennai is a seat of music and dance. We all know that. So it's amazing. So I would not call it, it's not a regret. It's not a failure. You are still doing it.
Doing well. My son Satyajit and his wife Anupama, they are doing administration, and one of
Along
our
with-
senior most disciple Shobhana Balchandar is the artistic creative artist.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And
Very-
they are continuing work.
Yeah,
Present.
we have to remind ourselves that we are also getting old and we have to take a back seat.
No, that I won't accept. You're not getting old anywhere at all. Not even closer.
Prominence to, present generation to take on and move on. Yeah.
And of course, my niece, my brother's daughter, Divya Ramachandran, Divya Shivasankar, she is also helping Shobhana. And of course, Satyajit and Anupama are doing. Satyajit is also has come back to help us in training the children, Bharatakalanjali.
Beautiful, beautiful, very nice. At least the next generation is taking over and then continuing the legacy, which is
their own ways of doing other creative things. I think we have to lead them to
do it on their way,
do
in
their
their way.
ideas also flourish.
That's amazing. That's really generous of you. That's really, really amazing. And we almost came to our end of our show. But before, there is a surprise for both of you. This, I always do it. I pulled up lots of pictures of both of you from your young age till today, from different sources, different social medias, and some from your own website and stuff like that. So I will be,
Checking our
yes, you can call it that way. I call it a rapid round. So what I do is I'll be posting it on the screen of the pictures that from your young age till now, whatever pictures. It could be dancing, it could be like you are vacationing, maybe it could be productions, maybe. But you know what? The time given to you for that one is only one sentence. In one sentence, you have to explain about that picture. Ready?
Okay.
Awesome.
Mute,
Okay.
you are
Muted.
Oh, I was no. I think it was. Are you able to hear me now? Are you able to?
moving. You are still.
Oh, okay. Are you able to hear me now?
It's okay now.
Awesome. Okay. So the whole idea is I'll be posting a picture and you will be giving me an answer in one sentence.
Yes,
One
I do
sentence
like
is
that.
only given. Yeah, it could be either Dhananjayan Master or Shantaka. Yeah, you both can share whichever answer you want to give. That's fine. Okay. Ready now.
This is from Anjaneyam a production Singapore by Apsara. Me as Valmiki and this is a great moment. Abdul Kalam giving me the DLET doctorate.
Oh, this is Kaikeyi and Manthara from
Ramanataka.
Ramayana. Yeah.
Ramanataka.
Mr. Dhananjayan is Manthara or Puni.
One sentence. Okay. This is Radha Madhavam, Krishna and Radha.
Done. Again, Radha Madhavam, Krishna and Radha. This is Vodafone. This was taken in
Istanbul.
Istanbul. Yes, this is Vodafone.
This is in when we got the Nisagandhi award, an artist did a sculpture in the
Sand.
Sand sculpture. Sand sculpture in Tiruvandhuram.
The same. This is again Radha
This is
Madhavam.
Radha Madhavam, where you sang. This occasion was when Rose sang for the program.
Yes, I remember this. And that's the reason I somehow pulled it out. I just wanted to make sure whether you remember I sang for that show.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you, sir. Thank you. That's amazing.
This is from the movie Kanshivandar Banshukul, where I did Nandanar Charitam. Kanaka Sabai Tirunadanam Kandukalithanandamadainjen. Nandanar Charitam.
Nandanar.
This is Ohio Ballet
Jungle Book. The last scene.
This is from Ghanashyam, Pandit Ravi Shankar's Ghanashyam, Magna Opus. As same production
Kanta's husband.
where are you?
The role of Shiva.
In Ghanashyam. This is the production Chakra in New York Ballet, Jacques D'Amboise, working with Jacques D'Amboise, the great New York Ballet choreographer. When she got the Sri Ratna Award from one of the magazines, this is also an award we got from the organization. I don't remember the name of the organization. The Tamil organization. Sorry. This is another award, the Rotary Award.
Yeah.
This is the now
Krishnagana Sabha, you know. I think
Utsav music
music.
in association. They gave us an award.
At the Krishnagana Sabha.
N. Ram.
Oh, now you both are cheating because you're reading from the bottom. No, you can cheat. You can cheat. Yes. See, it's starting at the bottom. Utsav music in association with the Krishna
So many of them.
As we get older, to remember the names is a bit tough. What is this? No, I'm sorry. I'm not able to catch.
It's one of those.
I didn't do that.
Don't,
Krishnagana Sabha? No.
don't. Sorry.
No idea.
Sorry.
No idea where this is.
This is.
So this is Kalai Mamani that I received from Jayalalitha Amma.
This is our Padma Bhushan Award function at Raj Bhavan, Rashtrapati Bhavan, New Delhi.
Oh,
This is a very recent.
This is yeah. And some interview probably. No idea when. Oh, this is Dr. T.V. Gopalakrishnan sir. Honoring us after some program. I don't know which one. Again, another
Award function.
function. No idea. Okay, that one. Yeah, one of my Krishna poses.
We have so many programs and this is
Oh,
from
Swami
the Harsha
Art.
Kala
Oh, it
Bhushan.
says that. Yeah.
Dayananda Saraswati's award, they gave us a
It,
big award.
this was
Harsha
done
Kala
in,
Bhushan, it is there, yes. Coimbatore.
this is again, oh, the Nrityotsav. Oh, there you are. You can read it. This is Hema Malini
Giving
honoring us. Uh,
for
one of this
Murti.
Kuchipudi
Yes.
Murti's award. What is this? No idea. Oh my God, quite a collection.
SBI. And State
Oh, SBI. Okay.
Bank of
State.
India giving us award.
Yeah, you can just read from that. But you know what? You both did an amazing. The journey was so long. I thought you probably, forget most of it and say, I don't know. I expected a lot of questions like that. But you both did an amazing job. Big round of applause. Big round of applause. Thank you so much. And one last question. Do you have any thought or any advice to the young and emerging dancers, not only dancers, any artists, in the art field, and the next generation artists? So what is your advice that you wanted to give them?
Said earlier, art is great. Art and culture are imperative, the essence of our life. And project the art will project you. That is the advice to all our artists, our younger generation.
And best of luck to
Best of
everybody.
luck.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Such a wonderful and phenomenal interview. I'm so honored and I'm so blessed to bring you both on stage with everybody. And also, one last time, I wanted to go to the comment section in case if anyone asked any questions, from the public, they also are allowed to do that. There is a chat line. So usually people ask. So let me go over once. If there is any question that let me, ask you so that you can answer them. So let's see. Good morning, Rose ma'am, and you're active, okay, and good morning, okay. Wow, 80 years, amazing. These are all the, words. Okay, Master Ji was a good friend to my Bharatanatyam guru, late Kalaimamani Sriman Pakri Swami Pillai. So this is from Dr. Sinduri. She mentioned that. And so she is happy that she attended your interviews, she says. And Brinda Rao is saying, wonderful. Srimati Vaijayanti Malaji, my favorite dancer. Okay, so there is no question so far. And Aparna Sitaram and Paulami Pandit was there. Paulami Pandit is also one of the, from Kalakshetra. And yeah, she is doing she's having a beautiful a dance schools, one of the dance schools, and she is doing an amazing job. And she is saying thank you for this wonderful.
Our teacher is daughter-in-law. Our Sarda, our teacher,
Yes,
our daughter-in-law.
yes, I came to know about it very recently because I brought her in for one of the interviews, when the Kalakshetra was going. So I wanted, to project if the Kalakshetra is the bigger monument than what was happening, like a few months ago. So I wanted to bring some of the Kalakshetra's genuine people, and I interviewed them. And only at that time I knew she was your teacher's daughter-in-law. So that's a very, amazing story. And and then also N. Muralikrishnan and MKG, that's my husband. He says, what an inspiring chat. So, mostly everybody, I mean, there was no question because, I asked most of it on behalf of them. So they're all appreciative of your answers and everything. So that's really, really, really wonderful. And thank you so much, Master Ji and Shantaka. This is I would say, I am blessed to bring both of you in the Living Legends series, and then you were able to very, very, very beautifully, answered all the questions I asked. I mean, I probably asked some of the questions you might not know, or I know might not like, but I just brought it up front, and then, but still, you took it so positively, and then did an amazing job. And thank you so, so, so much for joining.
Good to
You-
share thoughts. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And one last time, let me talk to our, audience, and we are almost at the end. So, like a few more minutes, I'm almost done. So let me just tell our audience about, your legacy again, and we are almost done after that. Thank you so much again. And, I would say, in conclusion, dedication, hard work, consistency, and focus are the building blocks of legends. And it is my best feeling, I would say today, that I was able to talk to them in person. These qualities are not reserved for any selected few, such as Dhananjayans sir or Shantaka. If you are dedicated, if you are hardworking, if your work is the consistency in what you do, and the focus, when what you're doing, definitely, if you keep doing it, you also in your later age can become legends. So focus on that. That is also what Dhananjayan sir and Shantaka said to all the young musicians and dancers. They are accessible to anyone, these qualities, who is willing to embrace them. So as we all pursue our own dreams and ambitions, remember that it is our dedication, hard work, consistency, and focus that will determine whether we become a legend in our own right? So keep doing, what they have done in their age. So legends are created through a combination of extraordinary talent, vision, hard work, innovation, and lasting impact on society. While some may argue that legends are the product of fate or destiny. It's not true. The truth is that they are forged through a relentless pursuit of excellence and a commitment to leaving an indelible mark on the world. Legends serve as a source of inspiration for generations and generations to come, reminding us that with a dedication and determination, greatness is attainable. And that is what we learned today from Dhananjayan sir and Shantaka. They both are wonderful, and their interview will definitely go on, like throughout the world. Everybody has to take a lot from their experience. In case if you are not, in my Facebook page or on my YouTube, please make sure to like and comment, and then share it. Share this link with all your family and friends and other dance enthusiasts or the music lovers. They will also get inspired by their beautiful interview. So this is important, that as who we are, we have to carry their legacy to spread it to our immediate or next generations and family and friends. So please just click a like and then copy this episode and share it with your family and friends. If you can do that, it will not only make me happy, but it will make them happy, and their legacy definitely has to be spread. So please do that. And until next time, I will take a leave right now. I will definitely bring yet another beautiful, beautiful episode with Artists Beyond Limits, and share it with you. And until then, goodbye and love you all. Thank you so much for being here and watching this amazing episode. Bye now.